Welcome to Boulder, Colorado, the University of Colorado campus and the Coors Event Center, site of the 4A and 5A girls state high school basketball playoffs Final Four action. Hello everybody, Mary Kay Morrow, pleased to bring you high school basketball action as we have the final of two games. In the Final Four, it's Monarch versus Regis. Two teams very familiar to playing deep in the playoffs this time of year. Regis, last year's runners-up to Highlands Ranch, who in the first game got upended by Legacy Lightning, and the Lightning defeated Highlands Ranch 64-61 in just a thriller of a game. Legacy, despite 16 turnovers, got 4 threes and 4 key free throws down the stretch from Emily Glenn. And even though star guard Kaylee Edwards was limited, the rest of the team stepped up. Courtney Smith, the freshman post player, finished the game 8 of 8 from the field, 17 points, 10 rebounds for a double-double, followed by Caitlin Smith, 13 points, 9 boards in that one, as Legacy has a place in the championship game. It's second in 3 years. Teams tonight, Monarch and Regis, looking to see if they can get back to that final game. And just 3 short years ago, Regis won it all, and they defeated this very same Monarch program in that state championship. The following year, Regis lost all of its main seniors and rebuilt the squad. They had 8 freshmen last year, lost 5 of those freshmen, either to transfer or just not playing. But now they are solid behind the leadership of their point guard, Markel Den. And Markel Den has just been outstanding this season, and last year stepped it up. They had 2 seniors, Rooney and Katie Heckman, get injured, and it fell on her shoulders to lead that team to the state championship. Fell to Highlands Ranch, but find itself right back here in the state Final Four against Monarch. For the starters for Monarch coming in to tonight, they're getting great leadership from the senior, the 5'7" point guard, Rebecca Richmond. She's the energy on the squad. She'll be joined in the backcourt by a strong Ashton Davis, who crashes the boards, gets a lot of second chance opportunities, similar to a Sierra Morgan for Highlands Ranch. On the wings, Jordan Eisler, along with Mae Williams, and down in the paint, back from a 2-game suspension, she came in the grade 8 and was very impressive. Alexis Johnson, the 6-foot senior, who can jump out of the gym, will start for Monarch. On the other side for Regis, the Regis Jesuit Raiders will be, as we said, led by their point guard, Markel Dent, the senior. She will be joined in the backcourt by Justine Hall. On the wings, Kelsey Lidge and Katie Heckman, the 6'3.5", kind of a 4-5 player. She had that terrible ACL injury that ended her season last year, and then she came back with a vengeance. Received a scholarship to Duke. She will play for the Blue Devils in the fall, and is playing a little bit more away from the basket and doing a strong job. And down in the paint, Deanne Akabogan, and Akabogan is just a sophomore, has just been fantastic. Great combination, 1-2 combination with Heckman, and that'll be the starting lineup for Regis. Regis will be the home team in its whites, trimmed by black and red. The visitors on the road, just 20 minutes from Boulder, in Louisville, Colorado. Monarch, the Monarch Coyotes, in the state championship. Second time in 3 years for this squad. And Regis, actually third time in 3 years finding itself in the Final Four. First quarter getting ready to start. Both teams come in with records that are sparkling, as you can imagine. Regis 22-4. 10-1 in league, took second right behind Highlands Ranch in that ever tough Continental League. And Monarch 21-5, 14-2 in league, and won the league by defeating Legacy twice. So, you know, there's been a talk in the state about who's better, the Front Range or Continental. Well, for years it's been the Continental League because Continental League's won 10 of the last 11 state championships. Denver East, the only team to win in that span. However, Legacy knocking off Highlands Ranch sets up the possibility for an all Front Range final. All right, we're started. The tip, Johnson against Heckman, and Monarch starts our first. Richmond in the backcourt, being challenged immediately by Lidge. Into the corner the ball goes and trails out of bounds. It'll be Monarch ball, knocked out of bounds by Regis. Inbounding will be Richmond. Richmond gets it to Eisler. Eisler will start it at the top. No score. First possession. Ball goes inside. It's knocked away by Heckman. Good defensive play by Heckman. Played on the side, giving the inside edge to May Williams. Knocked it away. Tie-up. Possession arrow favors Regis. It'll get its first possession of the game. Markel Dent running the point. Terrific guard headed to the University of Wyoming to play for Joe Legursky. Terrific coach up there in Wyoming. Pass goes inside. It's stolen by Richmond. Richmond in traffic, almost taken back by Dent. Gets it to Eisler. All alone, May Williams for two. Good ball movement. Nice cut to the basket. And on the board first is Monarch. 2-0 to start the ball game. Dent looking inside to Akabogan. Covered. 2-3 zone. Defense by Monarch. Another turnover. Again, Richmond slows it down, goes into the half-court set. Outside it goes to Eisler. Eisler going to drive, kick to Williams. Now Alexis Johnson puts it on the deck. Pull-up J on the way, off the back of the iron. Heckman with the board, loses it into the hands of Eisler. Has an open player, and that's going to be Ashton Davis. Could not get it to go. So the second chance opportunity off of another turnover to no avail for Monarch, up 2-0. Dent challenged by Richmond. I think Richmond's going to get called for that one. And Rebecca Richmond picks up her first personal. So Rebecca Richmond with her first, team first. Shot goes up on the baseline by Dent, no good. Picked up by Lidge, they'll have a second chance. Heckman pulls out, gets it back to Dent. Dent puts the ball on the floor, but it goes off her foot, or did it go off of May Williams' foot? It's gonna be off May Williams. Regis will inbound under its own basket. Dent to do the honors. First quarter action, second of two games in the Final Four. Legacy secured a spot in the championship game with the 64-61 upset victory over defending state champion Highlands Ranch. Coyotes up 2-0 here. Just inside first couple of minutes of the ball game. Into the game for Regis, number 22, Neffy Lockley. Johnson with the ball. Drives from the high post, stop, pop, no good. Rebounds loose on the ground. Regis can't control to remain right here for Monarch. Rebecca Richmond calling the play. And when coach says she's the energy, she's just relentless. This is a kid who does not take any possessions off. You need a player like that on every team, particularly when you get this deep into the playoffs. Switch on the inbound with Davis and Johnson. Reverse layup blocked by Heckman. She read that one. Dent bringing it down the floor against Williams. Stops, double teamed. Gets the ball to Justine Hall. Hall back out to Dent. Eisler on her. Switching defenses. Monarch coach Gail Hook, very good at recognizing what's going on the floor and adapting defensively accordingly. Regis wants a timeout. Carl Maddy, the head coach, his 9th season, the lone coach at Regis Jesuit. The only time there's a good shot of head coach Gail Hook for Monarch, who has been the only coach at Monarch since the school has been in existence. This is her 14th season at the helm. And Coach Hook is great lineage in college and pro basketball herself as a player. Had a chance to assist on one of the USA teams in coaching and learned a lot. She said it was just terrific to gain that experience and a new perspective. And she has been easily one of the top 3 coaches in the state for years. All right, Monarch back to live action, gets across, and over and back, breaking the press, but Eisler receives the ball just as she's crossing midcourt. It'll be a turnover, Regis ball. 5:09 left here, first quarter action. Coyotes still only 1 field goal. Regis yet to get on the board. Hall goes inside, but swatting it away is a leaping Alexis Johnson. And Johnson, unbelievable skills. And in some ways still a raw talent, but has just done a fantastic job of honing her skills in sophomore year, where she made an impact on the league and the state. Will head to play at Grambling State next fall. Here's an inbound, intercepted by May Williams. Monarch back the other way, Richmond. Outside to Eisler, back to Williams, inside, he'll go inside out. Right again. So they'll set it up now in the half court. Regis, kind of a sagging zone right now. A little bit of player-to-player switching it up a little bit. May Williams along the baseline, gets caught underneath, stolen by Katie Heckman. Heckman at 6'3.5", it's tough. Ooh, down the court. Dent a little too tall for Justine Hall. So this Regis squad definitely has the bigs. Monarch going to try to offset the taller Regis Raiders with pressure and being able to take care of the ball. Johnson goes to the lane, no good. Gets her own board and is fouled. Still 2-0, Regis yet to get on the scoreboard, but Alexis Johnson, the post player, will head to the free throw line. So Johnson, 6-foot senior, strong around the basket. You saw her on that rebound, gets the first one. .30 Coyotes. All the points coming from the free throw line. Make that 4 points straight from the free throw line. No field goals yet. Full court pressure by Monarch. Regis succumbing to the pressure and a turnover, and Monarch's going to get it on the near side. Short court for the Coyotes. So Regis trying to switch it up. Coach Carl Maddy trying to do something a little different. Brings in Kathleen Kirschisnik to try to help on the defense. Regis doesn't play much in the way of zone, doing it now against Monarch. Johnson leaps in the middle, no good, gets her own rebound, off the glass, around and out. Akabogan haven't said her name much. She's been kept out of the paint. Dent on the run, stops in the lane, got it. That's what Coach Gail Hook said they have to be able to control, is Markel Dent getting on track. First field goal of the game, either team. Monarch up by 2, 4-2. Ashton Davis, long ranger, no good. Rebound. Richmond swatted away by Heckman. Ball's on the floor. We've got a foul on Justine Hall. So her first, team foul number 2. Ashton Davis the ball, strong rebounder. She's just so terrific. and scores when she's needed. Here's a high-low attempt from Johnson to May Williams. Fouled on the arm. You could hear the slap. Instead, it's called a block. Dent hurries down the floor. Between the legs, switches gears, stops in the lane, dishes to Akabogan, backs it up, layup good. That's where Akabogan will hurt you. As the sophomore, Deanne Akabogan. 1-3-1 look now for Regis in the zone. We're knotted at 4 apiece. Johnson goes to the glass, got it. So Johnson, give her enough opportunities, she's going to find the bottom of the net. She now has 4 of the 6 points for Monarch. 2:35 to go in the corner. Low scoring affair. Neither team really getting untracked or finding a groove. Dent pulls up from the left elbow, no good. Rebound Johnson, one and done for the Raiders. Hand the ball to their playmaker. Richmond shares the duty in the backcourt with Eisler. Goes inside, dish from Johnson to May Williams, converts. And May Williams with her first 2 points. 8-4, 4-point advantage for the Coyotes. Ball goes inside, Akabogan a little too tall, and who's there is Johnson. Down the floor, quickly to Johnson, maneuvers on the left side, no good. Akabogan in transition gets the board. Dent back for an open look 3. Off the side of the iron was Kershisnik. 5'4" senior couldn't get it to go. 1:34 left in the quarter. Eisler slows it up. Richmond on the wing. Finds Eisler at the free throw line, no good. Heckman, boy, those long arms at 6'3½". She was far away from the basket, but got the ball. Back the other way, Dent firing under pressure. Gets fouled, does she get the bucket? And we'll see what the referee says. And she does. So Markel Dent, you can see her, how dangerous she is. She can pull up for the J, she can drive to the rim, makes the basket, has the and one opportunity, could pull her team to within 1. Foul went against Davis, and Dent makes it good. So 5 of the 7 points for the Raiders coming from the point guard, Markel Dent. 8-7 Coyotes. Eisler with the ball. Right side to Davis. Still in that zone for Regis. Brenna Stimick into the game, number 12 with the ball for Monarch. Monarch looking for a gap. Tries to go in the middle and can't get it to Malcolm Peck for her first appearance in the game, but a steal by Eisler as Dent was trying to go coast to coast. Davis open on the baseline, no. Akabogan, fast pace now. Here we go again. Dent's pushing the pace. Slows it up, looking for help as the defense got back for Monarch. 31 seconds. Here's another three-pointer from Kershisnik. This one good. Kathleen Kershisnik counted from downtown as the Raiders, for the first time in the quarter, have the lead. 10-8. Davis. Inside it goes to Johnson. Step back Jay, no good. Rebound Kershisnik, no, ball's on the floor, hands it to Dent. Dent sees the clock, she's gonna have to fire it up. In the middle, shot, on target, but short. 10-8 as the Raiders escape with a lead after being down the entire first quarter. A 3-point basket by Kathleen Kershisnik puts the Raiders on top after 1. 10-8, Regis leads it. You're watching Colorado High School State basketball coverage live on CHSAA.tv. Low scoring affair in the first quarter. Neither team getting on track, but the Regis Jesuit Raiders, runners-up in last year's Class 5A state championship game, trying to get back there. This time against Legacy, but they have to get past Monarch. Hit a three-pointer by Kathleen Kershiznik at the end of the quarter and go up by 2, 10-8. Monarch with the ball. Eisler in the paint, no good. Rebound, Akabogan, and a foul by Eisler. A little too aggressive for the junior guard. So that's going to be her first personal and team foul number 4. Regis will walk it up. Lidge with Dent with the ball. Spread offense. Lidge is going to drive. One-hander, no good. Rebound, Heckman. First attempt, no good, but she is fouled. So Heckman, first quarter. So, and Akabogan had 2. So the bigs in the middle, only 2 points. Heckman at the line to shoot 2. You can see her hands. She's just so good around the basket. Makes the first one. You know, a couple of years ago, she played behind Diana Rolaniak, premier post player, and during that championship victory for the Raiders a few years ago, as Heckman misses the second one. So she learned a lot and has taken her game to another level. Ball goes inside to Malcolm Peck and immediately is met by Heckman and tied up. Possession arrow will go to Regis. So into the game is Jack Malcolm Peck, the 6'2 junior. Great addition to this squad. Coming as a freshman, Alkabogan tied up, gets it to Heckman. Hall, open look, got it. Good job by Regis to maintain possession after a great defensive pressure. And Hall's on the board with her first 2 points. Timeout on the floor, 13-8. So Regis, you see Heckman driving. She's met by Mae Williams, dishes back out, but Hall all alone nails it. So Justine Hall, one of the team's leading scorers, very quick, athletic. Her sister Janae, outstanding volleyball and basketball player, signed to play at Kansas next year for volleyball. Good family of athletes. Dad, a pro football player. It's just runs in the family. So 13-8, largest lead of the game thus far. Regis, oddly enough, like I said, down most of the first quarter, led at the end of the first, and Coyotes in the first minute of the second quarter yet to score. Double team quickly by Regis. They're trapping Eisler, and a foul's going to be called. So interesting enough, Coach Carl Matty had his team set up in that zone like it had in the first quarter, and as soon as Monarch started to approach midcourt, went into a trap. But a foul is called. And the foul goes against Akaboga, her first, team third. Richmond with the ball. Back to Eisler, she'll lose it off her leg. Turnover Monarch. Monarch, you know, Johnson's had some chances inside, struggling to get the first shot to go. She's had a couple second chance opportunities. Malcolm Peck, good rebounder, but can also fill it up from outside. Dent gets the ball, runner, dishes last moment to Heckman. Gets deflected by Eisler, and it goes off of Heckman last. It'll be Monarch ball. Well, Heckman had a chance on the block, could not convert, still a 5-point advantage for Monarch. Three-quarters court pressure, turnover, Monarch. Regis with the ball, Dent. Put it in the hands of the captain and the leader. Dent behind the back, switches gears to Hall. She'll try the right side. Lob to Akabogan, and a foul's going to be called on Monarch. So that one's going to go against Jack Malcolm Peck. She's going to pick up her first. Team foul number 6. One away from the bonus here for Regis. Dent will inbound for the Raiders. Eisler leaves. Ashton Davis returns. Nice job by Richmond. Good hustle play. Taps it away. Goes out of bounds. Regis will try it again. Ashton Davis playing low in that 2-3. Dent driving, stops, kicks back, open look by Lidge, got it. Kelsey Lidge, just a sophomore, part of that freshman 8 last year, picks up a 3-point basket, and just like that, doubling up the Coyotes. Raiders up 16-8. Davis at the guard, hands it to Richmond. Regis still in his zone. Down low, finding Johnson, reverse layup, errant. Malcolm Peck, same floor her sisters, Megan and Brenna, play on for the University of Colorado Buffaloes. Here in Boulder, Monarch inbounds to Johnson. Jumper on the baseline, no good. Lidge with the rebound. Lidge, strong on the boards, gets it to Dent quickly down the floor. Guarded by Stimac. High post, Heckman. Lob to Akabogan, but Johnson's right there. That's going to be a tough pass. Goes to Heckman, cutting to the basket, threw her hands into Stimac. Finds Richmond. Richmond rolling it in for 2. So almost 3 minutes into the quarter, and the Coyotes back on the board, stopping that 6-0 run by Regis. 16-10 Raiders. Dent driving, stripped by Stimac. Good defense by number 12, the 5'3" junior Brenna Stimac. 6-point advantage for Regis. We've got a timeout on the floor. We'll take one, too. 4:51 to go in the quarter. There's a nice look of the second effort and follow-up and finish by Richmond. 16-10, Regis leads over Monarch. You're watching live coverage of Colorado High School State basketball on CHSAA.tv. Monarch breaks the huddle, down by 6. 16-10 here in second quarter action of the second of 2 Final Four games. The first one pitted the defending state champion Highlands Ranch Falcons against the Legacy Lightning. Legacy upsetting the defending champ 64-61 in an exciting game. Seesaw battle. Another front range continental matchup here. Monarch down by 6 to Regis. Davis with the ball in the paint. Knocked away by Akabogan, picked back up by Monarch. Richmond will pull back. Start it again. Kind of a sagging zone for Regis. Outside it goes. Back to Richmond. She'll try the other side. Davis on a trap with Dent. Reversal, 3 ball on the way, short by Ellie Dietz, and Regis comes up with the ball. Now into the game is Jordan Molyneux, the 6'4" sophomore. Talk about bigs, they got plenty of them for Regis. And just lobs the ball up for Molyneux, easy too. That's all you gotta do. Dent says, you know, when I got that kind of height, give me a chance. So Molyneux had just a little bit of a window. She gets the bucket and the 8-point lead for Regis. Richmond forcing the issue, penetrating the lane, gets hammered by Molyneux. So Molyneux picks up her first personal, team foul number 4. And at the line is Richmond to shoot 2. Richmond already with 4 points, 2 for 2 from the line tonight. Makes the first. She'll have a second one. Try to pull her team to within 6. 2-possession ball game as Richmond is now perfect from the line for a 4. 18-12 Raiders lead it over Monarch. 3:52 to go in the quarter. Dent, Monarch jumping out on defense. Still in that zone. Oh, and finding Molyneux as Dent has such great vision, and she gets that pass on a rope to Molyneux. She couldn't handle the pass. Richmond brings the ball up under pressure and throws it away. I think she thought that either Malcolm Peck or Johnson was cutting to the basket. No one was there. It was almost like a quarterback. You know, the receiver goes outside when the pass is in. This one was just the opposite. Turned back over to Regis. Lidge triple teamed and loses the ball, but picked up by Akabogan, and she'll travel. Alexis Johnson did a terrific defensive job. She didn't use her body, she just kept her hands up, and that's exactly what you need to do at the post play. Akabogan, the sophomore, travels and turns it over. Monarch struggling to get across the midcourt line. Now down the floor to Johnson. Johnson picked up in double team. They'll start it again for Monarch. Dietz at the point. Johnson on the left elbow, 2 people on her. Hits a cutting Richmond, stolen by Dent. Dent 3-on-1. Dishes bounce to Justine Hall, can't handle it. Dent read it well. She had 2 options. She opted for Justine Hall, who was flying down the right side. And turn over Regis. Monarch trying to slow it down 3/4. Court pressure by the Raiders. Lidge at the point of it. Malcolm Peck in the middle. Double team. Tries to get to Richmond. The steal by Justine Hall. Lidge with the pass. Gets it to Dent, but it's intercepted by Davis. So we've had 4 turnovers, 2 by each squad. 6-point advantage for Regis. Malcolm Peck turnaround Jay at the free throw line. Flat. Couldn't get it to go. Looked like she was partially blocked, as it wasn't a clean look at the basket. A little bit forced by the junior. Dent gets a screen from Akabogan as Richmond stays with her. Dent drives, powers it up and in. She is so tough to guard. First 2 points of the quarter. And now back to an 8-point advantage, tying the largest lead for Regis. Richmond bounce pass to Johnson. Fires it up. Johnson looked like she was going outside, but was able to corral it long enough to just fire it up and get the chance at the free throw line. As she is fouled, and she'll be at the line for 2. So Johnson on the night has 4 points, make that 5. She makes her first free throw. So Kershiznik, who had the lone 3-pointer of the ball game, is back into the game for Regis. Johnson's second one is no good. Regis back down the other way. Dent looking for Kershiznik. She's going to be all alone for 3. Ball short. Saved by Lidge. Heckman gets it to Kershiznik. Swatted away by Johnson. Ball's loose. Scramble. Monarch comes out of it. Johnson, 1-on-3, stops, pulls it back. Richmond, stop, pop, no good. Who's got the board? Johnson's there. And that's where Alexis Johnson can hurt you. You get her on the inside of the block, but no different for Regis either. We'll see how the Raiders respond. Up by 5, Regis leads at 20-15. Buck 4 left in the quarter. Lidge. Skip pass to Kershiznik. Dent challenged by Richmond this time. Switching defenses into a zone for Monarch. Lidge, long ranger, no good. Davis there, nice box out. And a foul's going to be called from behind by the senior Kershiznik. So Kershiznik picks up personal foul number 1. Nice off the bench play by number 10, Ellie Dietz, for Monarch. The junior will take a seat. And into the ball game is number 15, Reagan Roan, a 5'5" freshman. Spelling at the guards. Davis with the ball. Richmond out at the moment. Eisler with it at 35 seconds to go in the quarter. Eisler head fake. Has Davis on the wing. Goes back at the top to the freshman, Roan. trying to find a good shot. Regis in that zone. Here's a steal by Dent on the anticipation. Lightning quick is Markel Dent. And you see Davis telegraphs the pass, Dent steals it, but steps on the out-of-bounds line. And it'll remain Monarch ball. 20.6 left in the half. Roan with the guard duties to Eisler. Looking for an opening. Going to have to penetrate here with 10 seconds to go and run it. Davis to Eisler, driving, pull back, fires the J, no good. Rebounded by Malcolm Peck. Reverse layup, no good, and then she'll travel and go out of bounds. No, as time expires. End of the first half. Low scoring affair. Raiders lead it by 5, 20-15, as the Regis Jesuit Raiders are up on Monarch by 5. We'll take a break and get set for second half action and see which team will meet Legacy in the 5A state finals on Friday. You're watching Colorado High School State Basketball live action from Boulder, Colorado on CHSAA.tv. 2 quarters to go to see who will play in the State 5A Girls Championship game on Friday. Mary Kay Morrow back at the Coors Event Center on the campus of the University of Colorado on the Sox Walseth Court. One of the big-time coaches here at CU for men's and women's, and a nice way to honor Sox. And terrific history here in Boulder as these two teams are fighting for the opportunity to play Legacy, and Legacy defeated defending state champion Highlands Ranch earlier, 64-61, to earn the right to play in the state finals. And we'll start second half action. Regis will take it out, leading it by 5. And the Raiders, you know, neither team, very limited offense, but Regis came out with 50% from the field to just 18.5% for Monarch. Dent with the ball, pulls up on the left elbow, jumper no. Rebound, Akabogan against Johnson, goes back up and in. Now Akabogan, tough on the boards, only held to 2 points in that first half. Richmond with the ball, she had 4 points coming from the free throw line. Just 3 people in the scoring column for Monarch. 7 for Johnson, 4 for Richmond, and 4 for May Williams. Davis. Regis stays in that zone. It's been effective. Eisler with the ball. Gets it to Richmond. Paul goes inside, loose on the floor. Diving is Hall. Still loose. And there's a scrum, and we've got a jump ball called. May Williams diving with Lidge on the last effort. Monarch will maintain possession. Also in that first half on the boards, Monarch holding its own against the much bigger Regis Raiders. 14 boards, 17 for Regis. Heckman had 6, leads all players with 6 rebounds. Heckman only 1 point, so she was held to 1. More importantly, Akabogan didn't get active either in that first half. And now we've got a 5-second call defensively. So Regis doing a great job defending Monarch so they could not get the ball in. It'll be Regis ball. 22-15, 7-point advantage for the Raiders. Largest lead was 8 in that first half. Dent running the controls. Heckman at the high post. Outside it goes to Lidge, and she's going to be fouled. Looked like she was tripped up a little bit on the side there. That might go against Davis. We'll see what the call is. And it is. So Ashton Davis picks up number 2. Regis will inbound under its own basket. Ball too high for Lidge. Richmond, 2-on-1, 3-on-1. Bounce pass to May. Williams got it. Transition points. Every team loves it when it works. And it was few and far between for either team in that first half. Lots of turnovers. 17, by the way, for Regis. 11 for Monarch. Neither team could really take advantage and turn those mistakes into points. Hence, part of the reason for the low-scoring affair. So May Williams picks up number 3. Big deal for Monarch as Williams has 6 points on the night. Has been instrumental on the boards. And she'll leave with 3 fouls. Shot by Dent, no good. Monarch doing a nice job on Markel Dent. She's got 7 on the night, but not getting untracked just yet, by the way. All right, Davis, inside pass. The entry pass to Johnson. Layup good and a foul. That's where Monarch can hurt Regis, is if they can get Johnson one-on-one athletic. She can either make a quick head fake and jump around you, or if nothing else, go back for the second chance opportunity. Misses the and 1. Johnson now with 9. 22-19, 3-point lead by the Raiders. Lidge pushed from behind, gets it out to Justine Hall. Heckman, open jumper, got it. Heckman's first field goal of the night. She now has 3. Back to a 5-point lead for Regis. Fast break opportunity. Davis goes up against Akabogan, and Akabogan's going to be charged for the personal. Ashton Davis, one of those Monarch Coyotes yet to get on the scoreboards, at the line to shoot 2. That's 3 personal fouls against the sophomore Akabogan. Strong inside. terrific player in foul trouble here early, third quarter action. Davis with the free throw, misses the first. So Davis will have one more. Molyneux comes in as Akabogan leaves with 3 personal fouls. 5-point advantage for the Raiders. Davis gets set for the second one, good. So Davis makes 1 of 2, pulls her team to within 4. 5.5 to go in the quarter. Dent tries the opposite side, will get the ball back. Gets a screen from Molyneux, tries to drive, but nice switch on the zone by Eisler. Outside Dent. And she puts a dent in that defense with their first 3-point basket. And a quick timeout on the floor by Regis. Look at Dent, wide open look, cans it for a 3-point basket. That's the 3rd tray on the night for the Raiders, none for Monarch. We'll step aside with 5:14 to go in the quarter. It's 27-20 Regis over Monarch. You're watching CHSAA.tv. Welcome back to the Coors Event Center on the campus of the University of Colorado. Mary Kay Morrow bringing you 5A action. It's Regis 27, Monarch 20. These two teams come into tonight's game. Regis 22-4 overall, Monarch 21-5. They average 63 points a game for Regis, 59 for Monarch. Quickly down the floor, Malcolm Peck for Monarch, and she's going to be fouled. So Regis just a little over anxious in transition. And so Lidge is going to be ticketed with the personal, and she's going to pick up number 1, team foul number 3. Ashton Davis behind the arc as Monarch going real spread offense here. 3 look, Eisler off the rim, rebound Malcolm Peck, forces it up, no good. 3rd opportunity, Richmond blocked by Heckman. And you have 6'3.5" and 6'4" around her. Johnson stripped by Regis, and they'll come back the other way. Molyneux running the floor, did a great job. And she is stuffed but fouled, and that's going to go against Eisler. Great hustle by Eisler to get back on D on the 6'4" sophomore Molyneux. Molyneux makes the first. Molyneux now with 3 points, her first attempt at the free throw line. 28-20. Jordan Molyneux usually comes off the bench for Katie Heckman. Misses the second opportunity. But when you got both of them in there, definitely 2 trees makes it very difficult for teams to find an opening in the middle, even with an Alexis Johnson. Poses some problems. Matchup problems, and here's a foul in the backcourt by Lidge. So she'll pick up number 2 on Richmond. Regis to back off and remain in that 2-3 sagging zone. Richmond calling a play. Trying to ISO with Johnson. Getting double teamed by Molyneux. Shot by Malcolm Peck was no good, but the putback by Richmond will fall, and Richmond picks up her first field goal. She now has 6. 28-22, 6-point advantage for the Raiders. Lidge with the ball on the wing. Looks cross court, Justine Hall all alone, jumper good. Nice look by Lidge. Hall converts, puts that lead back up to 8 for Regis, 30-22. Richmond goes round the horn. Eisler on the skip pass in the corner. Long ranger by Malcolm Peck, no good. Lidge on the board, but push from behind. That's a hard foul by Richmond. So Richmond will pick up personal number 2, team foul number 4. Both teams with 4 apiece here in the third quarter, 3:41 left. Dent will bring it up. Pressure waiting at half court by Richmond, and Eisler gets it to Lidge. Cross court again to Hall. She's been open a lot. Here's a nice execution. Dish by Dent in the paint, and she finds Heckman all alone. Heckman with her second field goal of the evening. Timeout by Monarch. Down by 10 now. First 10-point lead by either team. There's Dent. Look at that. Draws the double team. Dishes to a cutting Katie Heckman. Easy for the 6'3.5" Heckman. So Regis making the most of its opportunities. As we said, shooting 50% at the break. 8 of 16 in that first half. 2 of 6 from behind the arc. And 2 of 3 from the free throw line. On the other side for Monarch, 5 of 6 from the free throw line coming into the quarter. 11 turnovers for Monarch with 2 assists. Regis at the time didn't have any assists, so neither team really making a run on the transition. A few conversions, but more importantly for Regis is they're being able to get it inside when they need to, and they went from a 5-point halftime lead, now lead it by 10, 32-22 here with 3:20 to go in the third quarter. Davis, Richmond, and Eisler, the 3 guards for Monarch, along with Malcolm Peck and Johnson for Monarch. Richmond, pressured by Lidge. Regis still in that zone. Monarch, head coach Gail Hook said, we've got to be patient. Nice interior pass. Johnson to Malcolm Peck converts. First 2 points for Malcolm Peck, 8-point lead for Regis. Dent hits Justine Hall. Jumper got it, and Hall, 2 out of 3, last few trips down the floor for Regis from that baseline. Back to a 10-point advantage. Hall, quick hands, knocks it away from Richmond. Eisler, far side to Davis. Davis just 1 point on the night coming from the free throw line here in the second half. Richmond will drive, throw it up from the left elbow, no good. Gets her own rebound and will be fouled. And if this one is on Akabogan, this could be number 4. Instead, it's going to be on Lidge. So Lidge is going to pick up her third. So now Lidge and Akabogan with 3 apiece. No changes. Eisler with the look, stops, pulls up from 10, no good. Rebound, Akabogan challenge. Look at the effort by the senior guard. That's why Coach Hook said she does not take off any possession. She hustles all the time, is the energy on this team, and is able to gain a possession arrow for her squad. No, instead it was possession arrow Regis. So Regis loses the ball on the inbound, and who's in the mix again once again is Richmond. And the foul's going to go against Markel Dent. Dent picks up number 1. This time, Richmond's able to get the ball back for the Coyotes. Down by 10. Monarch with the ball. Johnson fires a 3, and she's going to be fouled from behind the arc by Justine Hall. A rare 3-pointer by Johnson. However, the benefit is it's going to get her a chance at the free throw line for 3. Look at her step back, pull up. Look at the elevation by the senior. Short on the shot, but she gets 3 freebies. First one is up and good. 3 of 5, 3 of 6 from the stripe tonight. Make that 4 of 7. She's got one more coming. And Johnson makes it perfect 3 for 3. Non-traditional three-point basket nonetheless. Pulls her team within 7. Full court pressure by Monarch. We'll see how Regis handles it. Dent loses it. Davis to Eisler. Waits for the pressure to relieve and gets the basket off the glass. Davis with her first bucket. And now Carl Maddie for Regis wants a timeout. 5-point run for the Coyotes after the 3 free throws, answered with pressure. And you see Davis just losing it too high. Richmond again in the mix. See the pass from Davis to Eisler. Eisler with the finish. 34-29. And Eisler with her first field goal of the evening. So Monarch comes out. If you see him fired up, Eisler high-fiving each other. And with 2:01 left in the quarter, Coyotes making a run here, trying to change the momentum. Regis will face full court pressure again. Lidge quickly down the floor. Akabogan's open. Is she going to dish? No. Takes it up and over Johnson for 2. So Akabogan now with 6 on the evening. 4 coming here in the third quarter. Regis still showing the zone. Davis with the ball. Back to Eisler. 1:34 in the quarter. Looking for an interior pass. Can't get it. Nobody's there. Good defense. Here's a long ranger. 3 on the way. Got it. That one courtesy of the senior. Rebecca Richmond knocks it down from downtown. 36-32, and Alexis Johnson comes flying in to knock down a pass, hitting it out of the hands. You see Richmond, nice head fake on Dent, step back, launches the 3 ball, nothing but net. First 3-point basket for the Coyotes, within 4 now with the Raiders. So Richmond takes a breather and allows Ellie Dietz to come in at the guard. Kershiznik's in for Regis. Dent's 3, short. Rebound, long rebound by Dietz. Dietz hustling, trapped on the sideline. He's going to have to get rid of it. Loses it to Lidge. Picked up by Kershiznik. We got a foul on the baseline, on the sideline. And Ellie Dietz is going to be charged with the personal. Her first foul, team foul number 5. Regis, by the way, already with 7, so that gives Monarch the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth in the bonus. Could be pivotal as this game gets closer and closer. 49 seconds. Dent deep in the backcourt, playing catch with Lidge. So just trying to run some clock. Coach Carl Maddie calling for Akabogan to get to the near side, to the far side rather. Gonna wait till that clock gets down to about 12 before they run their play. Maybe Dent driving, we'll see. Here's Akabogan, left free, stops in the middle of the lane. Short, rebound Heckman. She's blocked by Malcolm Peck, it'll be Regis ball. So Richmond gets the breather, comes back in. Ellie Dietz will leave. Dent, Lidge, Kershiznik, Heckman, and Akabogan for Regis. Dent having trouble getting it in, finally finds Kershiznik. Takes the jumper on the baseline, no good. Akabogan gets the rebound. Richmond fights her, and a foul's going to be called. That one's going to go against Rebecca Richmond. So Richmond's going to pick up number 3. Team foul number 6. 13.9 to go. Molyneux comes in for Akabogan, and Justine Hall back in for Kershiznik. Might see a lob into Molyneux. No. Instead, Lidge back to Dent, all alone for the 5-footer. Got it. Boy, great play. She stepped back in and got the points. Richmond comes down, chance for the last shot. Who's got it? Davis gonna put it up off the glass, too hard, no good, and Regis extends the lead to 6 before the quarter ends. 38-32, Regis is hanging on to its lead. It was led by 5 at the break, up by 6 after 3. Stay with us for the 4th and final quarter. Regis leads it by 6 over Monarch. You're watching live coverage of Colorado State High School basketball on CHSAA.tv. Well, it's always great to be able to see games like this that you'll never forget. The memories, the competition, the effort, the sweat, and the support that you get from your teammates and your family and friends and your fans. And that's what you'll see with PrepsFilms.com. All state action available on DVD. Online now at Preps.com. Back to live action. Regis with the ball. Dent driving and is fouled to start the 4th quarter. Regis up by 6, 38-32. So second personal by Eisler, sending Dent to the line for only the 2nd time tonight. First time was for an and-one opportunity that she converted. Had 3 points in the 3rd quarter. Misses the front end of the free throw, but Katie Heckman on the offensive board. On the front end there was missed by Dent, but Heckman cleaning up on the glass. She's struggling from the field. She had 4 in the 3rd, but gets that one to go. Now an 8-point lead once again. Akabogan throws Alexis Johnson to the ground. Jump ball called. Possession arrow Regis. Again, Monarch showing that full court pressure. Bring in Stimek. Brenna Stimek has contributed a lot on defense here tonight for Monarch, and you see Dent and Richmond tangle their feet, and the foul's going to be against Richmond. And Richmond was from behind, but Dent was. It was kind of interesting. That was a weird play, but nonetheless, Richmond's going to pick up her 4th personal on the night. Both teams in the one-on-one. Rest of the game here, Dent missed the front end to start the 4th. Misses it again. Johnson with the rebound. Dent. That's Richmond under duress. Had a double team with Lidge and Hall. Is fouled by Hall, so Hall picks up number 3. This could be a long 4th quarter with both teams already in the bonus. 8 team fouls apiece. Richmond at the line. She's been great from there tonight. She is 4 for 4 before this opportunity. Make that 5 for 5. She's got 7 on the night. Next one is good. Perfect from the line, Rebecca Richmond. And again, under pressure. Heckman gets it in, gets it back, but Richmond forces it to Peck, and Malcolm Peck converts. 4-point advantage for Regis. Dent dribbling between 4 Monarch players. Gets it to Akabogan. She'll force it against Johnson and can't get it to go before a foul is called. Alexis Johnson, you see Richmond again in the mix, knocks it out of the hands of Heckman. Right there, right places, Malcolm Peck to convert and finish. So a 4-point advantage. Akabogan at the line, misses the first. 6 points on the night for Akabogan. Her first free throw is no good. Her team leads it by 4. 7:12 left in the game. Second one's on the way. Akabogan is able to get a friendly roll and knock it down. 5-point advantage. 2-possession game right here. Early fourth quarter action. Richmond. Regis again in that tight 2-3 zone. Bounce pass to Johnson. Throws it up and gets it to go. Pumps up her team as the floater found the bottom of the net. Another and one opportunity. So Johnson with her second and one opportunity. Akabogan picks up personal foul number 4, brings Molyneux back in the game. She's got 1. And Alexis Johnson is 6 of 9 from the stripe tonight. Back at the line to convert the traditional 3-point play, and does. 2-point game with 6:59 to go. Full court pressure. Heckman down the floor. It's intercepted by Mae Williams, who's got 6 on the night and has played an intricate role on the boards. This time gets a steal. Monarch, patience on offense. That's the key here down the stretch in the fourth quarter. Stimac stays in the game. Launching the ball is Davis, got it. And Ashton Davis with her first field goal on the night, and it's a 3-point basket and a lead for the first time since late in the first quarter. Coyotes on top, 42-41. Dent goes far side to Hall. Switching defense by Monarch, a sagging zone. Stimac, there's a shot by Dent, no good. Long rebound, picked up by Stimac. Monarch will go back the other way. Richmond on the bench with 4 personals. So Stimac, the sophomore, playing a big role right now. Johnson with the jumper, no good. Rebound by Malcolm Peck, no good. Actually make that Mae Williams, and it's knocked out of bounds by Regis. So Monarch will get a second chance opportunity here, leading it by 1. And a timeout on the floor with the Coyotes up by 1, 42-41. You see, here's Eisler. Ashton Davis knocking it down from downtown. 3-point basket puts Monarch up by 1. 42-41, we'll step aside. You're watching high school basketball on CHSAA.tv. Well, the end of the third quarter had Regis ahead 38-32. And in the last little over 2.5 minutes, Monarch has gone on a 10-3 run, capped by a 3-point basket by senior Ashton Davis, giving Monarch the lead 42-41. That's where we stand now. Inbound pass. Monarch gets it and will start over. Deep in the backcourt is Eisler. Again, Richmond stays on the bench with 4 fouls. Stimac stays in the game. Gets it to Johnson, cutting to the basket. She's blocked, loses the ball on the ground. Diving is May, Williams, and Lidge. We've got a tie-up and possession arrow. We'll stay right here with Monarch. Stimac and Eisler, junior guards. In there with senior Ashton Davis. Then you've got Williams and Johnson for Monarch. Eisler called for carry. Looked like a high dribble. She really, yeah, that's a tough call, because it looked like a high dribble. Nonetheless, she's called for the carry. Turns the ball over back to Regis. 5:01 to go in the game. So Richmond returns. Eisler takes a seat. Richmond with 4. Williams with 3. Akabogan has 4. She's on the floor for Regis. 3 ball on the way. Rounding out for Hall. Flying in for the board is Johnson. Mental toughness. When you get to this point of the season and this point of a pressure game in the Final Four, composure and mental toughness. We'll see who can do it the best. Johnson with the ball. Jumper. 3 ball. Got it. A step back 3 by Alexis Johnson, who lit it up for 19 in the grade 8 game. And Johnson has come alive here in the 4th. Layup by Akabogan as she answers. Akabogan now with 9. 45-43, Monarch. Johnson says, leave me open. Got it. She's feeling it. When Johnson is on, you find her, you find who's hot. And right now it's Alexis Johnson. Normally your person in the paint, she's hit 2 3-pointers. Drive by Regis. That was Akabogan. An interior pass to Molyneux. And we've got a charge. And the ball go back to Monarch. Monarch with its biggest lead since the first quarter, up by 5, 43. So Akabogan is ticketed with the foul, and is that going to be number 5 on Akabogan? That's going to be, there's the shot by the 3-pointer by Johnson. There was one. Call that back-to-back trays. And the foul was on Akabogan. She is out of the ball game. Big loss for Regis here with 3:48 to go. Inbound. Lots of pressure by Regis. Richmond with the ball. Has numbers. Gets it to Davis. She'll pull back. Lidge chasing her. Must control, take care of the basketball. Lots of pressure in the backcourt on both sides of the floor. Richmond calling the play. Regis switches to a player-to-player defense. Davis against Lidge. May will reverse. Open look by Richmond. Stop. Jumper from 10. No good. Rebound secured by Lidge. Down the floor. Behind Hall. Hits a cutting Heckman. She'll turn around for the jumper. Blocked by Johnson. Johnson leads this team in 3 categories. One of them is blocks. The other ones are rebounds and scoring. The assist leader is Richmond with 3 a game. 3-point attempt again by Johnson. Wow, when you're feeling it, perfect example. Big splash by Johnson. 3 consecutive 3-point baskets and an 8-point lead by the Coyotes. Jumper on the way by Hall, no good. 1 and done. Rebound Davis hitting the boards. And she is fouled as she tries to pass in transition. Double bonus is situation. Davis will get 2. Dent picks up her second personal. But Davis will get 2 looks, and look at that shot by Johnson. Unbelievable turn of events. Davis's first free throw. Misses the first. She hit the big three-pointer at the 6:15 mark of the fourth quarter to give Monarch the lead at 42-41. And since that time, it's a 9-2, make that a 10-2 run for Monarch. So Davis now on the night, 3 of 5 and full court pressure again by Monarch. Dent running the floor, stops, relieves the pressure, nice jumper. That's a smart player. Let Johnson get up in the air and able to get the shot up and in. Dent now with 12. Johnson in the backcourt. Heckman comes out, pulls her out, Molyneux. And a push by Molyneux. That's going to go against the sophomore, picking up her second personal. And that'll send May Williams to the line. And Williams tonight, her first attempts from the free throw line, she's got 6. 5'11" sophomore and May Williams with 3 personals. Lots of fouls tonight. Misses the first opportunity. May Williams will have a second chance to extend the lead, and does. 8-point advantage for Monarch. And Eisler knocks the ball out of bounds. You can see the momentum has switched and the energy level has increased dramatically. Defensively, Monarch playing in 5th gear. Molyneux hits a running Markel Dant. That's who you want to have the ball getting up the floor. Stops in the lane, stripped by Eisler, and it looks like a foul's going to be called. That might be Eisler's number 3, third one, and it is. So Eisler picks up her third, sending Dent to the free throw line. Dent tonight just 1 of 3 from the stripe. She came in last year and really made this her team when she had 2 star players go out, Colleen Rooney, and also Katie Heckman, who was out with an injury to her ACL. Put the team on her back and led Regis to a title matchup against Highlands Ranch. Lost that one, but is right back here in the Final Four, trying to earn a trip back to the championship game. And makes them both. 6-point lead for Monarch. Full court pressure, and we got a foul. And that's going to go against Regis. It's going to go against the guard, the senior 5'4" guard in Kershiznik. She picks up her third personal. And at the line to shoot 2 in the double bonus will be Eisler. Eisler makes the first. So Eisler's first attempt at the free throw line. She now has 3 on the night. And as we said, free throws huge here in the fourth quarter because both teams were in the bonus. So defense making free throws and finishing in off of pressure, key, and that's what's turned it around for Monarch. Not to mention 3 3-point baskets by Alexis Johnson. Eisler's second one is no good. Eisler 1 of 2. Teams up by 7. Raiders with 2 minutes to go. Dent goes down the lane. One-hand runner, no good, but she gets fouled. And if she didn't have it, if she had either Molyneux or Justine available, she would have dished off, but Markel Dan's a smart player. She's back at the free throw line to shoot 2. Makes the first. As we said, headed to Wyoming. Brother Terrence Dent was a great wide receiver and guard for Mullen a few years back and went on to Weber State to play football. And Dad was a basketball player at Wyoming too. It runs in the family. Makes them both. 4 for 4 for Dent down the stretch here. Got a foul on the inbound. It's going to go against Regis. We're going to go back the other way, folks. We're going to go back and forth because both teams playing that pressure D. So Molyneux is going to pick up her 3rd personal. And that sends Mae Williams back to the free throw line. Williams 1 of 2 on the night. 5-point advantage for the Coyotes. Williams off the mark. Kershiznik, the 3-point shooter, is in for Justine Hall. Mae Williams trying to extend that lead to 6 for the Coyotes. Next one is up and good. So she goes 1 of 2. She's 2 for 4. Last 2 trips to the free throw line as Stimick leaves and did an excellent job in for Richmond, who has 4 fouls and is back in the game, probably for the final 155. Cross court to Kershiznik. Dent heavily guarded by Eisler. Pull-up J on the left elbow, short. Heckman again for the board, and she is fouled. Richmond looking for a travel, doesn't get the call. Instead, it's going to be a foul, and that's going to go against Ashton Davis. So that's going to be 4 on Davis. Davis and Richmond both with 4 apiece. Heckman's first one is way off the mark. Heckman 7 points in the game, 6 coming in the second half. Has been limited from a scoring standpoint, but very effective on the boards in double digits with rebounding. Misses them both. Tough time to miss the free throws, picked up by Johnson. Eisler fouled immediately by Heckman. Coach Carl Maddy employing some clock management, trying to get his team back the ball in this 2-possession ball game. Eisler will head to the free throw line, where she is 2 for 4. Winner tonight earns the right to face Legacy. Could it be an all front range final? It might be if Monarch holds on. Or does the Continental League's Regis Jesuit come through as Eisler misses the first? Molyneux back in the game. She's got 3. As do Lidge and Heckman. And Eisler makes the second. So 3 of 6. 7-point advantage for the Coyotes. Rolls the ball in and Richmond challenges. Dent brings it up. 2-3 zone by Monarch. Trapping zone. Dent's gonna drive. Stop, pull up J, got it. Markel Dent, this is where you want your go-to money player to get the ball. And here Lidge and Kershiznik foul Richmond, who's been perfect tonight from the stripe. 6 of 6 from the line. Wrong person to foul, but forced to do it with 1:23 to go. 5-point lead for Monarch. Richmond all season long. She's been a starter since her sophomore year. That's when Monarch faced Regis in the grade 8 that year. Rebecca Richmond misses the first, her first miss tonight from the line. Not only a defensive stopper, but just the calm, cool, energetic, confident mind on the offensive side. All right, she makes the second. 7 of 8 from the line is Richmond. More importantly, a 2-possession game for the Coyotes. 3 ball on the way by Hall, no good. Johnson going head-to-head with the 6'4" Molyneux. And they both knock it out of bounds. It goes off of Johnson last. Regis will inbound. Dent, smart play. She had May Williams back to her. She throws it off of her back and lays it up and in. Regis down by 4 and a quick foul by Justine Hall. Dent did that last month in a game against Heritage that I happened to cover with Corey Lopez from CT Sports and Markel Dent. You never can count Regis out with the likes of her at the helm. Davis goes to the line. She'll shoot 2. First one is up and good. Davis, 3 of 6 on the night. 2 of 3 here in the fourth quarter. Davis looking to extend that lead by 6 and does. Timeout on the floor. We'll take 1-2. 1:01 left in the ball game. Don't go away. We've got a tight one here. 59-53. Monarch leads it over Regis. You're watching Colorado High School State basketball live coverage on CHSAA.tv. Regis will inbound with 1:01 left in the game and down by 6. Monarchs pulled off the full court pressure, although on the inbound, Rebecca Richmond will play tightly on Markel Dent. Lidge gives her a screen to get free. Instead, Lidge gets the inbound, hands it back to Kershiznik. Now they get it in the hands of their leader in the backcourt. Dent gets a screen from Heckman. Inside the ball goes, and it goes through the hands of Heckman, but a foul is going to be called on Eisler. Heckman was cutting to the basket after setting a screen for Dent. Ball pass was behind her, and a foul was called on Eisler. She's going to pick up her 4th. So Heckman will return to the free throw line where she is 1 for 3 tonight. Make that 2 for 4. And she misses the second one, so a 5-point advantage. Coming through there is May Williams.
Why didn't you make that one?
So Heckman picks up number 4. As we said, both teams in the double bonus all quarter long, back and forth. May Williams, 1 of 2 on the night, make that 2 of 3. And Monarch on a mission to get back into that state championship game after losing to this very same Regis program 3 years ago in the state finals. These teams know each other well as Williams sinks them both with 48.8 to go. And that's going to be a 5th foul. Rebecca Richmond picks up her 5th personal foul, and she will have to leave the ball game. Terrific effort by the senior. As she tells her teammates, you see her talking right there to Ashton Davis and senior Alexis Johnson. She gets a standing ovation from the Monarch fans and the bus that brought the students here. As you see a nice look at Richmond, you see her head still in the game. cheering on her team. Lidge will go to the line to shoot 2. 7-point lead for Monarch. Lidge gets the friendly roll here in Boulder for her first free throw of the evening. She's got 3 in the night. She had a big 3-pointer in the second quarter, 1 of 3 in the half for Regis at the time. Got a little discussion going on by the referees. And talk to both coaches here. And it looks like Mae Williams is coming back out of the game. Must be a substitution consideration. You got Malcolm Peck first off the bench there near the coaches. And Malcolm Peck will return. So she will replace on the block Ashton Davis to kind of rearrange the setup along the free throw line as Lidge gets ready for her second free throw, and it's no good. Jumping high is Johnson for the rebound. 1 of 2 was Lidge, her team down by 6. And we got another foul by Regis, needing to do that. That one goes against Neffy Lockley, who the 5'8" sophomore saw action early in the first quarter. She picks up her first personal. Regis missed, so many people in foul trouble. They're going deep on the bench. And look at Stimmick. Brenna Stimmick, the 5'3" junior, who had a lot of minutes while Richmond had foul trouble in the second and third quarter. Richmond fouls out and knocks down a free throw. Second one on the way. She's got 7-point lead, make that an 8-point lead. She extends it to a 3-possession ball game with 45.1 to go. Dent with the ball, gets it to an open Lidge. Head fake, driving on the baseline, jumper no good. Molyneux's there for the putback, no. Heckman, third opportunity, gets it to go and will head to the line to shoot the and 1. 3 opportunities, and this is where the size of Regis can hurt you. You've got Heckman and Molyneux in there. Already, Akabogan left the game with about 3.5 to go with 5 personals as Heckman misses the and 1. Johnson with the ball. Monarch's gonna run. Layup attempt by Ashton Davis, and she will get fouled to go to the line to shoot 2. Little surprising that she went ahead and tried to score in transition. Thought she might get down to the baseline and pull back, try to run some clock with this 6-point lead. Instead, Davis will try to extend the lead here, back to a 3-possession game with the free throws. Davis sinks the first one. Davis down the stretch, 3 for 3 in the last 30 seconds. Second one is good as well. Back to an 8-point advantage for Monarch. And Monarch will call a timeout with 26.5 left in this one. Leading it by 8, so the Coyotes just 26.5 seconds away from returning to the state final game for the second time in 3 years. And should Monarch hold on, it will be the 3rd time it will face Legacy this season, as they both are in the Front Range League. And Monarch out on top this year twice against the Lightning. On the other side for Regis, Coach Carl Matty trying to draw up a plan. Plenty of time, 3-possession ball game, down by 8. He's got the shooters. He's low on effort underneath because Akabogan's out, so he's missing some strength, but he still has the size with Heckman and Molyneux. You still got Markel Dent, who's got 11 in the half and 8 in the quarter. Lidge brings it up. stops at the free throw line, gets it to Hall. 3 on the way off the mark. Hall, and that's Johnson with the rebound. Dribbling out to Davis, and a foul quickly by Dent. Smart play by Dent once again, sending Johnson to the free throw line. Little tongue twister for me here late in the game. 16.3 seconds to go. And Johnson has a chance to maybe put in the final punch here for Monarch. First one bounces off the rim and in. And Johnson, who hit the three-point baskets midway through this corner in 2 different runs, sinks the second one too. 10-point lead with 13 to go. Markel Dent's gonna have to fire up a 3. Instead it goes to Krzyznik. Here's the long ranger, no good. And that might be Brenna Stemick getting fouled. And Monarch Coyotes are going to win this ball game, but not before Regis had something to say. All the way 3 quarters long, Regis led after each quarter. They entered the fourth quarter ahead 38-32, and Monarch started to step it up as the seniors took over. Ellie Dietz to inbound. To May Williams, throws it off of Regis number 21, Megan Sandhagen. And actually, it ends up going off of Monarch, so Regis will inbound. Monarch trying not to foul. Throws it up as, throwing it up rather as Krzyznik. May Williams with the board. And the fans are feeling it, Johnson. And look at the Monarch bench. Coach Gail Hook, a reserved enthusiasm, but the rest of the fans in black and gold feel the victory at their fingertips. And here is May Williams once again. She's had a great game on the boards tonight. Makes the free throw. She hit 2 with 48.8 to go. Four for 5 from the stripe down the stretch for the sophomore. Makes the second one as well, 69-57. This'll do it. And Monarch heads to the championship game for the first time in 12 years. We've got an all front range conference final, as leading the charge into the crowd is Rebecca Richmond, who fouled out of this game, the senior, along with Ashton Davis, talking to their fans and whooping it up as they head to the final game with a victory, 69-57 over Regis, as Monarch took control in the fourth quarter. Once again, down 38-32, went on a 10-3 run, capped by a 3-point basket by Ashton Davis to give Monarch its first lead since the first quarter, 42-41, and then a 10-2 run marked by 3, that's right, 3 trays by the senior, Alexis Johnson, who helped lead this team along with Richmond, Davis. Great support off the bench by Stimick, Dietz, Rowe, Malcolm Peck, and just a total team effort coming through after a tough first half, trouble with turnovers, but turned the tide in the fourth quarter and came out on top. Monarch wins it 69-57 and will face Legacy, who knocked off defending champ Highlands Ranch 64-61. And Regis ends a terrific season, once again getting for the 8th time in 9 years to the Final Four. That's going to do it from the Coors Event Center on the campus of the University of Colorado. For our crew, a big thank you to our director, Brandon, and the Play on Sports staff, bringing you live coverage of Colorado High School Activities Association Girls State Basketball here on CHSAA.tv. I'm Mary Kay Morrow. Good evening from Boulder, Colorado.